Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to do a New Year's video and just talk about like New Year's resolutions, New Year's goals, whatever you want to call them. I personally decided, like, I know some people do, this is kind of going to be a more like, I feel like laid back video. So grab some tea, coffee, or whatever drink you choose and just sit and chat with me. So, first off, I just wanted to talk about like New Year's resolutions. Like, I personally am not choosing like a word for New Year's, but I know some people do that and that works for them. And some people make goals. I personally am going to make goals and but more focused on like doing a low buy year, which I feel like is really popular in like the zero waste community. If you guys know what that is, if you guys do not know what that is, it is kind of like a community that focuses on trying to like help the environment, is to like to just swap, such as like how you can slowly make changes to help the environment. That I feel like is their main focus. But like some are vegan, some are not. It's really like up to them. It like not all of them are completely like vegan, and not all of them are like 100% zero waste, which is why like a lot of the people in the zero waste community have kind of like moved away from that word, because of it really like makes it seem very like it can be very like puts a lot of pressure on you. And there's a lot of ways to be, help the environment and change things slowly without having to like completely feel like you have to do things right away. Anyways, I just wanted to try to explain that in case you have not heard of it. Um, so goals for me, I wanted to try making food or like thrifted mugs and make drinks to go with the mugs, such as like hot chocolate, instead of buying like gifts for Christmas or birthdays. I really love that idea, and so I want to try that this year. But this will be something I will probably try like more around Christmas time. I always see so many mugs at the thrift store I really like shopping at, and I also have gotten really into cooking and want to continue it. And I feel like this would be a really great idea to do so that I can find ways to save money as well. And I also just, I feel like this is for everybody and not just for me, but I want to do things because you love it, not because of money or anyone else like expects you to. Find your passion, and if you haven't already, that's okay. I really, this is something I took from 2024 especially, and I like want to continue in 2025 because I feel like I chose to take on some new things that people really were like, particularly like people close to me were just really like not for, and they didn't really understand. And I just want to make sure to put it out there to other people that it's okay, like you don't have to do what other people expect you to do. And I like especially realized this when I went on a trip, and I just like realized that, you know what, like I'm right where I like need to be, and I don't want to change that. But let's talk about the low buy year. And I want to, so like the low buy year is kind of like a way to help you like budget, but also I like you can do like a no buy year where it's like that is a lot of pressure, and I was just like, I'm not doing that, like, because I still want to buy stuff. Like I still have things I want to buy. I just want to like put more like control, kind of like chill myself on it. So I basically want to evaluate my clothes and shoes, and like, do I really need like more shoes? Do I really like need more clothes? What clothes still fit? What clothes like do I really like still enjoy? All those type of things. And then like we will pack up what clothes don't fit, or I don't enjoy anymore, don't make me happy, and those will get donated probably to the church I've been going to. And same thing with like the shoes. And then I only want to use gift cards when needed to replace something, or like I have Starbucks gift cards and I only want to use them when I'm getting Starbucks with a friend, because I don't want to use the Starbucks gift cards up so fast, but also I don't need Starbucks all the time. And it'll also make the gift cards last longer. I also want to point out that like I still plan to buy books. I still plan to buy tea. And because they make me happy. I love them. I enjoy them. And but like what I really loved doing and what I started doing this year was taking like, if I brought paper copies, I started taking the books, and there are 3 free little libraries within my neighborhood, and I started taking them to those free little libraries, and I love doing that. And sometimes I would even take a book out of the free little library, and I want to continue to do that because I love doing that. And sometimes those free little libraries look so sad, like they haven't been books haven't been put in them, and I just want to continue to drop books off there when I'm finished with them, especially if they're not books I want to keep, because sometimes like I love a book and I'm like, oh, that was 5 stars, I want to hold on to it, but then other times I'm like, I don't need this book, I can take it and give it to someone else. And because another thing I will do with the books is also give them to my mom if I think she would like it, or I'll like see on Goodreads and see if one of my friends wants it. And because I have like on Goodreads, you can like add friends, and sometimes one of my like friends happen to want to read that book, and it's on there like want to read, and I'll be like, hey, I have the book, do you want it? And then there you go, like it's a way to give them like a free book, and but also like get it out of your way. I also want to, as you can see, I really love my tea, but I also want to not allow myself to do like local or online clothing purchases that aren't for events or replacement. So like when I talk about events, I think about like weddings, because a lot of my family members have gotten married in the past like couple of years or so, and so that is definitely one thing I think about, as well as just like going to local events. And then of course replacements, like sometimes you do just finally have to admit that you cannot wear that piece of clothing anymore or those shoes, and then you have to find a way to replace them. That I usually do at Christmas time or my birthday, but that's just because then I can ask for like the vegan item, and the vegan item is usually a little bit on the expensive side. No jewelry, because half the time I don't wear jewelry anyways, and then no accessories, because don't really wear accessories either. I feel like I'm always just wearing my glasses, and that's about it. No makeup or hair or like face. I mostly like think of this one as like skincare and hair, because I don't really wear makeup, but mostly hair and face, like, because unless I need replacement, there's no need for it. And then decoration, because I really don't need any like new decoration. And I also want to use up my knitting first, like the yarn I have first before I buy any new yarn. I, for some reason, have been in a rut with my knitting and have just really not wanted to knit a lot anyways. I also want to like really try to, I just have been in a rut with the crafting too. Hey guys, editing me here. I just wanted to pop in. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit as in the video because I'm editing on the same day, but I wanted to pop in because I forgot to say a couple things that I just really wanted to add. I wanted to add that I still plan to shop from the farmer's market because just like the books and the tea, that makes me happy. And plus, I love getting my vegetables and fruits from there when I can. And I also just find I find the community that the farmer's market is really just, it fills my soul. I don't know, like, I feel like everybody has that community that they love and that it fills their soul, and I get that from the going to the farmer's market. Plus, I used to do the farmer's market, and I would love to do it again. I just have to figure out how I could make that work. And so I wanted to add that in there, but also I wanted to go ahead and also add in that I forgot to make sure to, I wanted to include about this book that I finished reading called The Story of Stuff. And part of why I really want to try to not buy as much stuff and really like do more of a low buy year is because in The Story of Stuff, it talks about how like your impact on buying stuff actually like affects, like, it does like a circle. Like, I will include a video in the bottom, but basically it kind of talked about that aspect of how consumerism really never, it only like, basically consumerism does not like help the environment when you're continuing to buy things from big stores. And when like, then like I had seen another video where like Pepsi, Coca-Cola brought like the brands that are actually supposed to be helping, like more allergy friendly brand called Siete, and the one that like does all the chips and stuff. I do not know if you guys know them, but I used to love them. And so, but like that consumerism and then like buying from those smaller communities, that is actually like not helpful for the environment because they're like trying to do good things, and like the consumerism impact is actually affects like that, the bad part of the environment, and like it just builds and builds and builds, and all that consumerism and all those things that get built and brought and everything. It's better to buy like secondhand clothes and buy things that are like, you know, because it's like, I will include the video because it's so hard to explain, but also like I'm just getting so like worked up about it. But I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.